Hello everybody, Jazzy here. How is it going? Good to see you. Wait, good to see you. I'm not seeing you. I don't see any of you. Well, it's good to assume your presence on my video. Thank you for watching and welcome to the final base tour of Thrill of the Grill. It is August 6th. I last streamed on Thrill of the Grill July 6th. It's been an entire month. Who does that? Who comes back to a mega base world after an entire month of being on vacation? This guy, apparently. Anyways, the last base tour was day 2500. I played quite a bit since then, and I have a few really big builds that I need to show you. Now, I've already shown a lot of the Oasis base in previous base tours, but I do want this to be kind of a complete base tour, so I am going to give sort of a quick overview of the things that did get covered in previous base tours. But here is the bee park in the back of the Oasis. Started building on this world in the Oasis just to have everything protected from wildfires, and then I sort of branched out from there. I'm just giving you a very quick run around to show you everything that we built in this biome. I cannot wait for 64-bit to leave beta. I am so excited to see how this base performs on 64-bit software, which is something that Don't Starve Together has never really had. You see how clunky it gets with, especially with like these glow bugs floating around. A lot of entities, a lot of animations. Look how choppy that is. But yeah, I think the 64-bit is really going to benefit large bases more than anything else, really. So yeah, that's the Oasis. Oh yeah, I did do a little bit of building down here. This is a little set piece combining some elements of Midsummer Carnival builds with Forgotten Knowledge style archive builds. Yeah, the thing that I really want to work on the next Mega Base world is my roads. I build roads to places, you know, between different areas that I'm building, but I don't decorate a lot along the roads, and that's something that I definitely want to change the next time I do a long-running world like this. Anyways, we are coming into the last thing that I really worked on this world, which is the Koalaphant Preserve, and last base tour I showed you, it was just a barren mess of cobblestone. Ooh, I never cleaned these items up, crap. It was just a barren mess of cobblestone and mutated fungal turf. It has since filled in. A lot of these builds happen on the very last stream. I was in a mad rush to get this done before I went on vacation. I didn't even have time to record the base tour. I literally just streamed and then got on a plane the next day. But yeah, this is some of the stuff that we were building on that last stream. Yeah, incorporated a lot of the Cawnival trees and some of the decorations into these builds. I love the Cawnival decorations. Man, the event came at such a perfect time for this mega base world. I had the means and the resources to really grab a bunch of those trees, a bunch of those decorations, and fill my world with them, which is exactly what I did for this biome in particular. But yeah, that's Koalaphant Preserve. I make a point to give one zone for moleworms in every new biome because I'm always going to end up with a bunch of turf from that biome that I'm not necessarily going to want to make, you know, tons and tons of chests just to store them. And of course, each biome also needs a beefalo pen. I've been doing more sort of open pen things because, you know, if you put the beefalo bell in the chest, the beefalo is never going to wander super far, right? So the walls and the fences are sort of unnecessary, and they kind of look ugly for certain builds. Oh, but another thing that I probably mentioned on a few streams, but a little hack for if you have a hard time remembering your beefalo bell, make a point to always put it in a chest, because the beefalo will never let you mount it if the bell is in the chests. So you'll always remember to grab it before you go. Okay, I'm gonna hop on over to the Moonstone Area. Now this area was where I really got to take advantage of the new Midsummer Carnival stuff. And if you remember the last base tour, I had a huge back area of this zone that had yet to be filled, and it was just covered in stone walls to prevent regrowth. By the way, I finally said screw it. I just turned regrowth off it. By the way, I finally just said screw it. I turned regrowth off in world settings. I was tired of placing down stone walls just to prevent regrowth. It didn't make any sense. Just turn it off. All right, this zone I'm very excited to show you. Put a lot of love into this area, and it's the perfect thing for a forest. These Cawnival trees, these deciduous trees. Yeah, everything about the Carnival event is just, I love it. I love the color scheme. I love all the new items. Holy cow. Hang on a sec, let me fix that. Ah, much better. Yeah, this... The unfortunate thing about most Don't Starve Together farms is that they just endlessly produce items. So eventually you will have to pick them up if you don't want your world to explode. But yeah, all this stuff. And trying to incorporate the games into... and give each game their own unique build around it. So here I kind of built like an archive-style ring around this game, which shoots out the little eggs. I think this is called the Egg Scramble. And all the collectibles that I got while trying to get this guy, which is super rare. I just decorated around here. Yeah, I'm just sad that the event ended before I gave this base tour, because this place was so lively with all the crow kids walking around. It was a really, really cool place to hang out and build. I think these spots might have been unfinished the last time we base toured. Just the little spots above the Moonstone farm with the 4 Vargs. Yeah, I really wanted to incorporate this rook into the build. I wanted to keep him around if possible. So there he lives. There's my moleworm pen up there. There's my grass gecko pen. And here are my 4 beautiful Vargs and the Moonstone build. Yeah, I did clean up inside a little bit. Something I should have done a long time ago. See, everything over here is pretty much the same. Yeah, 64-bit is going to be a blessing. Okay, the last zone I want to show you is the cave base, which I also did quite a bit of work on. There were a few builds that I was teasing in the last base tour. I finally got to complete them, so I am excited to show them to you now. So let's hop on down to the caves. Oh man, looking at that vignette reminded me of something that I mentioned on the stream the other day, was the Warley animated short came at such like a perfect time for me in my life. For personal reasons. Oh, crap, I gotta eat. And yeah, just watching that animated short, like, I felt this connection with Warley. I don't really know how to describe it, but I think it was the big reason why I was interested in playing a long-term world as him. Check this out. This is my Beefalo pen. I can hardly call it a pen at this point. Yeah, there are the salt licks. Cawnival trees, couple decorations, couple grass tufts. This is another grass gecko farm because you really can never have too many. And you gotta keep in mind, the grass geckos are only gonna be loaded when you're actually in the area, so if you're building in a lot of different places of the world, then it kind of makes sense to have more than one if possible. I never got to light up the back area of here. I might keep playing on this world. There's still a lot of stuff left to do around here. Oh, so I was talking about, this used to be a rabbit village right here. Knocked them all down, converted it into a farm. This is where I do most of my summer farming now. Because while I was building in the caves during summer, I could plant a bunch of onions, peppers, and tomatoes. They're all in season in summer, and this sits in the shaft of light, so you can farm in here as per usual. There is my weed farm up here. Lord of the Fruit Flies died and then respawned. If I ever needed Forget-Me-Lots ever again, I would go to her. Alright, check this out. This is the chest zone. Again, not super necessary, but it was convenient having a handful of chests around while I was building. It's interesting to see what I labeled the chests as because, you know, certain things you don't need to store in like your second or your third base in the world. And this is a little kitchen in the back. Again, mostly unnecessary. I cook once a year in winter in my main base, but it was for funsies. And also, I wanted to mess around with building a little more densely packed builds. Okay, I got one more spot to show you, and that is the Lunar Island. I haven't been fighting a ton of bosses these past 500 days. Most of my time's been spent just focused on building. But I have done a bit of Celestial Champion fights just to get, you know, the shards so that I can fill up more glow caps and get that infinite light. I returfed all of this area. Just mainly to do something with all of the forest turf that I was accumulating from the Moonstone. This place is an absolute mess, but this is where I've been fighting the Celestial Champion. What? Oh no, that's correct. I was like, where's the mysterious energy? Oh. Right. But yeah, I actually stopped fighting the Celestial Champion with Wellington because we had a couple of close calls where I got knocked off during a Gestalt attack and fell asleep, and Celestial Champion actually killed me. But the Beefalo was safe. He didn't aggro on the Celestial Champion, so Celestial Champion didn't aggro on him. So I've been playing it safe ever since. I just fight him on this road with electric jelly, and I make a big mess while I'm at it. I'm not going to sail over to show you, but just want to show you on the map. This was my Barnacle setup. At by the end, I was sailing over there maybe once a year. No, it was less, because I would be making like 20 moquecas every year, and I only need 20 barnacles for that. This would give me 51 barnacles every time I went to harvest, so I guess I was going there once every other year to harvest barnacles. What? Oh, you need the bell. Okay, there's one other thing I want to show you in this world before I conclude the base tour, and it's not an involved build, but it is one that I am the most proud of. Hey, Berger, and I believe it is right up here. There it is. Florid Poster in day 3121. We never made the Celestial Portal. I never switched characters. This was 3100 days as pure Warley. I did it mainly to show that Warley is one of those super well-balanced characters. He can do everything. He can fight bosses, he can farm. He is one of the most balanced characters in the game, and you can totally play as him without ever needing to switch characters. I don't know that I would do this again. I did definitely miss Winona's catapults for a few possible farms, and I miss Wolfgang for a few boss fights. But let it be known that Thrill of the Grill was Warley's world. But that is it for Thrill of the Grill. I want to thank all of you for watching the Twitch streams, watching me build this world. I felt like a not solo world most of the time, and I appreciate y'all for that. Thank you for joining me on the final stream for a group shot. I think it was over here somewhere. That was fun, and it reminded me how terribly this world would perform if there were 20 people playing on it at the same time. I'm going to find a way to post the world save, so if you have a dedicated server, you can drop this onto it and check out all the builds for yourself. So I'm gonna be looking into that in the next couple of days. I will keep you posted. But yeah, for now, I'm gonna say a farewell to Wellington, a farewell to Warley. I'll see you around the Constant sometime soon. I will see y'all over on Twitch and on YouTube very soon. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!